Hey, it's Jammin' Sam here, and today we're going to restore Dixie Beat, the menu theme, or the title screen from DK3. So, without further ado, let's play the original track so we can get a sense. Alright, let me just finish adding this thing right here. Okay, hi, what's up, Con? I like that song. What's up, my boys and ghouls? Hey, what's up, Burn Gamer? I'm back, Jaden. Alright. Alright, y'all. So, first thing on the list is let's see what's in store for channel 0. Hi-hat from DK2. Bass. And that's pretty much it. So now see, it's on swing time, so these it's going to be a little lopsided with the notes. It's supposed to be. At least that's my interpretation, unless something happened, which I don't think it did, because yeah, we've got it pasted right, so it should be good. Unless these all look a little lopsided. These aren't supposed to be that lopsided. Nothing's supposed to be. So maybe the maybe I have the marker, downbeat marker placed wrong. Yeah, there we go. Should be like that. That should be right. Now let's align the song downbeat marker with that. Alright, that's good. Now let's see how so it should be let's see. Oh, we've got a loop going on. We don't need that. And that sounds pretty much as it should. Alright, that's good. And let's give it just call it hi-hat. And route it to drums. Or let's give it needs reverb first. And let me give it, because it shouldn't sound like it's echoing like that in a hall. It should be like in a stage, like maybe a stage setting. There we go. And maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, there we go. Now, and there should be a little bit more of a snap to it. Like, there should be kind of like, there we go. There we go. That's pretty perfect right there. No. Any chance of restoring my marriage today? No, I don't think I have the source sounds to do that. That beat. Can you restore my plants? I can't even restore my own plants, man. My basil plant is like dead. I bought this basil plant. I can't even like, I don't even know why it's dying. It's just dying. Who is the man? Oh, I got a cheerleader in here. Who's the man? Sam's the man. Woo. So I think that's, yeah. Yeah, we got that sharp hit. Perfect. All right. Have you done Jangle Bells? No, I'm missing a sound for that one. I'm missing that you know, those little plucks or whatever they are, like chiffs. I don't know what they would even be. Alright, that sounds pretty good. Now let's go and figure out that bass. And well, that one's already going to ring out. So the bass line is just like this. Let's go and make a new one, call it bass. It looks like everything is okay. Maybe I had the wrong timing after all, because if you think about it, the hi-hats are probably on the downbeat. Let me listen to the original. No, the hi-hats are syncopated. Well, the hi-hats are just like they should be. They're on like Yeah, they're syncopated the way they are. They're syncopated the right amount. So why is the bass coming up lopsided? Oh wait, it shouldn't be. I don't know why it was copied like that, but I think it's in the wrong key as well. Should be in C. Yeah, that's right. Pretty banging. All right, I think I want to raise the bass, like boost the bass a bit though. Yeah, there you go, just a little bit. Give it a little helping out. All right, next track. And we forgot the panning on the hi-hat. What is that like? Just a little bit to the right. And of course there's no panning on the bass. There never is. Alright, so we've got the first layer of the toms, and it goes on, it looks like it goes on a, looks like it just goes on a repeat, but it kind of like, it's all kind of syncopated, so you can't really loop it. If you tried to loop it, it would just split at the downbeat. Or if we could loop it at a, in the middle here. So yeah, that'd be, that would work. So you just, yeah, you would just take a loop like this. No, let's just keep it simple and take the whole thing. So, tom beat. Spot on. All right. Second layer. Looks like the second, the top one is panned. So the top one's panned to the right a bit, and then the bottom one's panned to the left. So what we got to do is, let me see if the first one's panned. Yeah, it is. So see how much it's panned. It's 40%. So let's say for every B note, there's 40% where it's panned 40% to the right. And then for every G note, it's panned 40% to the left. Alright, it's coming together. So now we only need one more layer, and that is this one right here. It looks like it's the same deal as the other one, except that there's a different pattern. So, which means that we're going to go again and copy. I could have just done this at the beginning, but it's okay. So 41% to the right and all the way through on all the on the B notes. And then on all the G notes, 40% to the left. Now that doesn't sound right. Alright, what's going wrong here? Something's placed at the wrong time. So, here we go. The third one I think is the only one that's placed wrong. This one should be here because that's where the kind of the downbeat is. Yeah, it should be at the downbeat. Perfect. And then these, see what happens if we let them all ring out. Well, they're already ringing out anyway. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now the next part. So we've got that snare again, that power snare. And And I don't think it uses any kind of power kick. Or it uses the D. So number 8, and then not that one. It uses the regular kick from DK2. So and there's, I wonder what this is right here. This is actually Alright, so this will be a loop right here. Let's call it a beat. So let's put a time signature change around right here. And then it should, oh, wait, we've got it on a third. What do we? There we go. And then the kick. All right, that's good. Now, let me check it one more time. All right, that's good. Now, next channel is, oh wait, there's something at the end though. And I forgot to check it for panning anyway. It's all sitter, but there's a thing at the end where it does da da. Yeah, it just kind of does this at the end. So what we need to do is go and make an ending in addition to the loop. In which that one moves right there and the kick just kind of drops out. Which I think it does. Yeah, it does. And then with the next channel we have this. So we need our ride from DK2. And really we just take one bar of that because it looks like it goes all the way through as one bar. but the ending would be another thing entirely. I think it just cuts out the last note of the ending, but we need that anyway, so let's call this ride beat. Why is there a pan on this sound? Oh well, what's the panning on it? It's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be panned a little bit to the left. It's supposed to sound about that much to the left. What is going on with this sample? Is it like actually stereo, or is it just like panned a little bit? Yeah, I think it's both ends has it. It's a stereo sample. So we're gonna pan it by ear. That sounds like the right panning already. And let's have it not bleed into each other. All right, perfect. No reverb, so let's just put it right into the drums bus. All right, and next channel. But let's see what y'all are saying. Yo, yo, yo. All right. Sax, all right. All right, so we need our sax sample, which is a contact patch, I believe. And it should be in DK2 because that's where it was first used. Should be called sax section. There we go. And so let's grab our melody line and say, call this sax or melody. It's because it's a whole melody line, so. We need to make sure it's on channel 1. And there's it's a little bit, there's a little bit of, like, it's a little bit off the downbeat, so we need to Go like that. The second note should be on the downbeat. Perfect. Perfect. Greetings from Germany. Your restorations are awesome. Thank you. I don't know how do you say? I think I don't know how to say hello in Germany or any of the good evening or stuff like that. But that sax is sounding good, and let's we might have to put more stuff in there, so let's hold off on where to route it for a minute. But the other sounds are going to be like this. So we have a and let's say it's going to be panned. Let's copy the panning. All right. And well, we might not want it to be all the way like using the channel, because we might put more things in this contact out. So we say it's about 50% to the left, right? Yes. Yeah, 50%. So we go and say that all these saxes are 50% to the left. And then our brass section is from the U220, Roland U220 machine. And so the downbeat on these should be, they should hit the second note should hit the 4. So and they should be like a response to the first one. So right here and right there. Sounds a little weird, but it works. Yeah, I don't know that that's how it's supposed to sound. It might be... Sounds a bit chorused, like someone exported it with the chorus effect on. So let's maybe I have a VST for the U220 that might have a better sound. Bell, heavy guitar, acoustic bass. That's better. It's a little bit better. It doesn't have quite a weird effect. I think the other one, the sound fonts are just bad. Oh, did you find the full version of, like, where the water world bubble sound was from, like where it was actually from before it was in SpongeBob? If so, link it to me, because I need to document that and get a good copy of it. All right, so now we have a few more brass lead line sources. So let's see what else we got. I don't remember what they were. So there's the mute trumpet, which I know is from it's from the Ensoniq TS10. And apparently it's only one thing. So there's only one sample of it. No, there's many samples. But so we're gonna put that through, and I forgot about the brass section. The brass sections are apparently centered in pan, and then so is the mute trumpet. But we're gonna put the mute trumpet into. So it looks like it's never, it's like this A hits the downbeat. So I think I got it right here. That's the what it's supposed to do. So we take the mute trumpet and it goes on the melody line at, so right here. And let's see, the downbeat is at that A. We just drag it over a little bit. But this should play on channel 2. Let's give a little bit of reverb to the mute trumpet. I like to use the plugins built-in reverb if I can. Good. And maybe not so much release on the brass. I guess it needs all that release. Sounds good now. Alright. And the other thing that we're missing is the clarinet, which is all the way from DK1. And it's a sound font. Do 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 do. Now I'm going to try out using the full collection of samples. If that doesn't work, then wait a minute. Oh yeah. So I'm going to try using the full collection of samples, and if that doesn't work, then we have the actual sample that it's taken from, because there's multiple samples in the patch, but the game of course only took one sample. And so some of the other samples might have the character different. So it's kind of we would kind of be trying to use, it's kind of like at my discretion over which to use. But let's try it first with the whole samples, because this one tends to be a bit finicky. Some of the samples don't sound so good. So now this one, the downbeat, nothing ever hits the downbeat, so I just know that this one hits right here. So da 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 da. And this would start right here. And I know that the B is supposed to hit right here. So this would be perfect. Alright, so let's give it its own, and actually I forgot to give the brass section its own track. That one's going to be, it's going to go into the lead section, and then the, let's call it brass section, called brass. And then the jazz clarinet will go to, also to lead, but it'll have some reverb on it because there's no plug-in reverb. And panning for that would be, let's see, it looks like everything else is center, so there's no panning to worry about. And that does it for that one, for that channel, I think. So next is channel 4. Looks like we have that waterfall sound. So we have, I mean, they're only taking up 2 channels because they want to make it a stereo thing, so we don't have to like do both of those channels, but we do need to grab the waterfall sound. So in this context, it's kind of supposed to sound like just a stream, or like a water running, heavy water running. And I think that might sound a little low quality. Let me see what happens when I play it on my computer. It's a little bit compressed. No, it's just low quality because it's like it's an old sound effect. But so this will be placed in the we'll just have that in the timeline and just trim it as we need to. So what's next? Let's see. Let me close this out. So what was that instrument real quick? So that's the brass section again. Wait a minute, is it like... Hold on, let me see how it plays against the sax. And it froze on me again. So it looks like we have a, oh, I see. That's an echo to this one right here. Right, so we've got another brass section here that's going to be layered in with the sax. And that's all, the original one for that is all the way at the bottom. So for the melody, and actually we can take the whole thing, well, this is going to be a harmony, so we won't put that in the melody. Now, what kind of note is that going up to? Like, what is it bending up to? Because I know there's a pitch bend there. Supposed to be an A sharp, I'm pretty sure. So what we do is we need to do a since we can't do note bends on things that aren't FL plugins, let's do it manually. So where does that note start? Because that's when we need to start the bend. It starts at around here. So let's go, where is 3? Where's 300? Actually, let's just go to 3. We need 3 semitones of bend. We need to bend 3 semitones up. So let's go and insert 3, and then just have it bend down from there. Dun. And the bending scale is weak, so I have to go and set pitch bend range to 12. There we go. Looks like it's quicker than that. Perfect. Let me make sure that one's not panned to match the, yeah, it is panned. So we're gonna wanna, and then we're gonna have to have it automated. So let's go and copy this because the rest of these are not panned. So we only want the first brass section score to be panned. So paste that value, insert it into the automation. And soon as the brass ends, we turn it back to normal. Which I would think you would want the brass to be in the same spot, because like if you have them change panning, that means they've moved in like terms of having an actual orchestra. So let me just check, make sure that it's always center. Wait a minute, there is panning on it, like on a lot of these actually. So this one's panned to the right, but it's panned a little bit differently. So the brass in the original is panned like about 50% to the right. So we want to have it automate. We want to tell the automation, let's have it actually grow to the get more to the 50% with the second melody line. So it'd be like that. And these should all be muted anyway. So let's see if what else is panned. So the mute trumpet is panned 25% to the left. All right. And what's our clarinet pan to? There we go. All right, now we're in business. So what else do we need to do for that channel? So it looks like channel 4 is pretty much just an echo. So it looks like we need a bus to put all these lead instruments into. Let's call this brass, first of all. So we need to put all these into a bus so that they can be properly delayed before they go into the master. So let's put this here. Let's call this mixer channel delay. And let's put the brass in there. Let's put the well, we don't have the others yet, but basically we need to say what is the interval of the delay that we have on the lead channel. So let's look at what we have. We have a step and what? A step and just a little bit more than a step. So let's go and create a delay plugin and say that we want it to be just shy of a step. And for now, let's just say that these are in the, like, routed directly to the bus channel. And we don't need so much, well, that's good. Oh, but we need them to be, yeah, ping pong. Alright, that's good. So that's our melody line pretty much, more or less. So we have our piano, like our harmony, so to speak, I think in these three channels. So we've got a piano and we've got a brass section. So first off, the piano is going to be these right here. So we go and let's go and create our piano. What was the piano? The piano was it was actually a guitar, which is a contact instrument, which means we'll need to put it in here. And it's first used in DK2. So we go into DK2 instruments, and it's a dulcimer, but it sounds like kind of like an upright piano. So that's what he was using it as. But I think, doesn't the dulcimer have like a full instrument? Because I only have the wave file here. Or was it just one sample big? All right, let me make sure. Let me go into my collection. At least I think it was a contact instrument. Was it a, or maybe it was a, that should be a mixer track. Oh, the dulcimer was a, no, it was a wave station patch. So let's go and drop it right here. Let's take the first layer and remember what the downbeat was. That top note, C7. Let's go and say harmony is the name of the pattern that we're creating. Let's drag it over here and kind of fine tune the position so that it's right on the downbeat with the high C7 note. All right. Ooh. All right, let's grab our second layer. And the panning for that, let's see. Looks like they're all panned to the left. Yeah, they all got this like far left panning. So the piano is sitting way to the left of the stage, if you're thinking of it in like an actual orchestra recording terms. So let's pan our dulcimer way to the left. So we don't need these echoes here because we should have an echo on it. Yeah, these are all echo notes. We don't need this, so let's go in one by one and say, it's going to be tough. So we'll just delete all these. But now we will need, because this is kind of a lead channel, so we will need one, we will need to keep the delay steps in mind, the number of steps between the delay. So let's look at what we have here. We have a step and a let's say it looks like not half a step, but a little over half a step. All right, now if we go back to our selection, cut this out. Why isn't it cutting out? Oh, that's why. So now we need to put this in a different channel. So let's clone this. Say that we want this to be on the other dulcimer channel. And the other dulcimer channel is put into a separate mixing track, dulcimer number 2 versus dulcimer. And then, so this one's going to go, well, actually, I can just kind of probably make delay in the plugin, to be honest. So let's go, well, it's already got some effects on it. Let me see if I have a global effects thing. No, I don't. So let's go and give it its own channel. And let's say that it's good. This one's going to have delay on it, and then it's going to go into the regular dulcimer channel. So we say a little over half a step, which would be 24. So let's go to like 28. Is because he ran out of channels. Like, you can't really put delay, but if he wanted to, he would have put like note delays on it, because those are pretty much, you know, you could have a note delay, it doesn't matter. So that'll do. So now we only have one more layer, and that's, let's see, this one right here. But wait, yeah, that's the piano right there. So there's like, wait, these shouldn't be bleeding into each other. Let me go and look and see exactly if that's happening. So it looks like he has two notes bleeding into each other. No, he doesn't have two notes bleeding into each other. Which means that one of these notes are wrong. Wait a minute, this one started earlier, that's why. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we've got a brass section that has a bunch of different brass instruments in it. So we need to go through them one by one. Ouch. So that one is the that one's the mute trumpet. So let's go and paste this into the mute trumpet channel. And it should be a little bit before the downbeat. Pretty much we're just going to paste it like right after. These end. Good. Alright, and the second layer is alright, that's the sax, or the saxes, I should say. So that's also going to go in the contact plugin at channel 0. And then the last one is going to be the brass section again. Which the brass section is over here. Let me check the panning on the grass. I'm just going to assume that they have the same panning as their regular things that they're supposed to have. And let's see, that should just about do it for everything except the monkey sounds. So I'm pretty sure that the monkey sounds are all that's left. Yeah. So let's go and like configure those for a minute. So now I've placed them so that they should all line up into place. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Should all be the right channel. So let's go and make a new sound and call it monkeys. Monkey sounds. Should be the first one. Let me see if it should be like after the 1. It should be right on the 2. So right there. And then the second one should be just after the first one. Those are I'm gonna need to like change the root note after this, but let's see. Third one is right next. And the fourth one is right after that one. And let's see, do they have any kind of panning on them? They kind of pan all over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is like this channel kind of speaks for all of them. So let's copy that automation. Now, it starts when the first note starts. So, copy and paste it in all of them. And make sure that it starts at the beginning. So we're going to need to, let me see. Go to none and then just kind of like trim off that. Try to get it at the very beginning. There we go. Now cut that out. No. Cut the space. That sounds very evil. But now we're gonna have to configure those root notes later. But for now, we'll just paste it in each and every channel and say that, yeah, it's gonna pan it all. Now let's fix up those. I think they should be maybe an octave lower. And they should have no loop notes, like looping. And why are they at the first channel? That makes no sense. They go to channel 10 with all of them. I think they have reverb on them. No, no reverb. That's not alright. That sounds pretty good. Now, so what we're gonna now all we need to do is put it together. We have all our sounds, everything we need. We just need to put it together. So we have our waterfall already there, and we're gonna need it to stop right around here. But now why does it not? Oh, I think I had it muted out. Now, hi-hat goes here. Bass goes here. The tom beat goes at the beginning. The regular beat goes right here. And then it loops that middle bar until the very end. When it plays out its, wait. It plays out a last note like that, or no, I think it's supposed to, it's actually supposed to be like the, yeah, that's right. Why doesn't it look like it doesn't look like it does that? Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh yeah, there we go. And our ride, which is it loops until the very end, and it has an ending. And then the melody is like this. And it's sort of, it should step. We kind of have to micro place it right there. And then the harmony should go here. Well, actually, the ride beat can go here. No, we'll just do like this. Harmony goes here. There we go. And the monkey sounds can go up in the melody line. I think the hi-hats are placed wrong. They're supposed to be here. There we go. What happened to the... Now the only other thing we need to do is give the contacts like proper mixing channels. So we already have, well, let's make one for the let's just go to the new one, call it sax, and then make another one and call it mute trumpet. And we'll all have it go into the, no wait. We'll have it all go into the delay channel. And then that'll be that. Now we need to route the trumpet to go to 3/4. Like the 3/4 out. And then have 3 and 4 set to +1. So it's going to go here. Or it should have. I don't know why it's not. Routed 3 to 4, and then here we go. Forgot a step. Nope, it's still not doing it. There we go. It's this one right here. Now, the main problem with these things is that the leads all sound like they're very quiet. So let's go and go through it and kind of bump up the leads a bit. That mute trumpet should be louder. All right. So let's see what y'all are saying. Bump it up. Bump it up. So the waterfall sound is definitely low. Here it is too loud and needs more bass. All right. So what if we? Yeah, I'm just kind of like spitballing on the waterfall because it doesn't have a velocity yet. And now let's give it some bass. The actual bass needs to be louder. All right, now we're going to take a break now because everything's laid out. It just needs to be mixed really well. So I'm going to take a break. All right, and I'll see you guys in an hour.